I request to remain standing. Your Excellency, with your permission, allow me to now invite Engineer Jane Simiyu, who's going to lead us in a short word of prayer before we proceed with the rest of our program. Engineer Jane Simiyu.
Shall we believe and pray? Our gracious God and Heavenly Father, we bow before your holy presence this afternoon to graciously thank you for giving us this great opportunity to be gathered here for the 4th Engineers Partnership Convention. We give you all the glory, we give you all the honor. We also thank you, Father, for allowing His Excellency, our President, Dr. William Ruto, to be here with us to grace this occasion, together with all the dignitaries who you have graciously given time to be here. For this we say thank you. We want to pray for your blessing. We want to pray for your favor. We want to pray for your guidance. We want to pray for your wisdom. Even as we begin this convention, that you will lead us and guide us. That in all the deliberations, Jehovah God, glory and honor will return to you, because you will enable us to go to greater heights as we serve this country as engineers in this country. We thank you and we glorify you. In Jesus' holy name, I do pray and believe.
We may take our seats. Your Excellency, the President of this nation and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the Governor, Nakuru County, Madam Susan Kihika, the CS Roads, Kipchumba Murkomen, all governors present, all CSs present, all principal secretaries present, all leaders, both local and national leaders present, Engineer Mustafa Seshu, incoming President, World Federation Engineering, Engineer Erastus Mongera, Chairperson, Engineers Board of Kenya, ladies and gentlemen, invited guests, distinguished guests, Your Excellency, with your permission to move on with the program, allow me to now invite to come on stage the CEO Engineering Board of Kenya, Engineer Margaret Ongai, who will make some welcoming remarks as we proceed. Let's put our hands together as we welcome her to come and give some welcoming remarks. Karibu.
Thank you very much, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome you, Your Excellency, Dr. William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, our Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Roads and Transport, Honorable Susan Kihika, our Governor for Nakuru. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. We also have the Principal Secretary for the State Department of Roads, Engineer Joseph Bogwa, and we also have PS ICT, PS Public Works, a number of DGs and other senior officials, our own board members led by Engineer Erastus Mongera. I would like to say at this point, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen. So the Engineers Board of Kenya is greatly honored and privileged that you have chosen to come to our function and to be our chief guest in this year's the 4th Engineering Partnerships Convention. This is an annual event that we hold just to bring together various stakeholders to dialogue on national and global trends, both in engineering and economic development. And this year, we have grown in numbers. We have over 2,000 joining us both physically and virtually. So EBK is a regulator established by an act of parliament, and we regulate the entire value chain, right from the engineering, education, training, and practice, and I will discuss that a little bit more. We do accreditation of engineering programs, and Your Excellency, I am very happy to inform you that this year, the board has successfully reviewed 20 programs, and that means we've unlocked opportunities for graduate engineers who are training in the various universities, because when they graduate, now they're registered by the board and puts them on the pathway to becoming professional engineers. We are also carrying out training after they graduate. They now join the market. And we have, we have 23,000 graduate engineers who graduated from our universities over the years, and 3,000 professional engineers. So one of the strategic intent of the board is to increase the stock of professional engineers to be 10,000 by 2027. So we are trying to do this through a number of programs. We have a graduate internship program, and we are also using agencies who employ engineers to be able to coordinate this program and training. We also look at the practice of engineering, and this involves regulation of engineers' code of ethics for engineers, and also developing their capacity. Your Excellency, one of the challenges we've had has been the case of buildings which have been collapsing. The board has since, in response to that, there are a number of responses we've taken, but one key one, which we want to highlight today, is we have an engineers portal for registration of projects. And this will monitor all engineering work that is being carried out, and it will issue project stickers and site instruction books so that we can indeed assure the public that the work being carried out is safe and suitable for human use. And it will, I think this problem that we've had will fall behind. Let me start ending this by acknowledging deeply, Your Excellency, that we have had this partnership convention is very well attended. It is the highest number, and we've had a lot of people behind the scenes working. We have the staff of EPK. We have, of course, a technical committee which worked together, and a steering committee which comprised all the industry players together. We have foreign delegates with us, and we are very, very excited. Let me now give you the full list. It's Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, South Sudan, Nigeria, Malaysia, Zimbabwe is online, Ghana, and South Africa. They are all tuned in and listening to us. We have also gotten very good support from the industry. We have gold sponsors, silver sponsors. We will acknowledge you, I think, appropriately. And we have our platinum sponsors who I should point out. We have Ketraco, and we have Kenya Power and Lighting Company who are present with us today. And I believe our chairman will also further recognize that. And let me not forget, we have very good support through the World Bank as well. And we're working with them on a number of programs to build the capacity of engineers in this country. We have also with us contractors, academia, consulting engineers, county governments are very well represented here, and various national government agencies. Let me also thank our Principal Secretary so much for the guidance and support that he continues to give to us, and our Cabinet Secretary, who I think were instrumental in getting you here today. So, Your Excellency, we are very happy. Now, as I finally conclude, the African Child Day will be held in 2 days' time, on the 16th of June. And this is just to raise the need for awareness on the need for quality education for the African child. And engineers here today, I would like to say, are a clear demonstration, Your Excellency, of that commitment to build within our country this asset of qualified engineers, experts who would be able to support and deliver on the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. So we commit to play our part, all of us as engineers, and we are going to support the government agenda to transform the lives of ordinary citizens. I thank you, Your Excellency. I thank you, and I thank you for coming today. So with that, it is really, let me say this as I end. It is such an honor for you to grace this occasion. And it is also very, very inspiring to the engineering fraternity. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much. Next, I would like, Your Excellency, with your permission, to call Engineer Eric Ohaga, President, Institution of Engineers of Kenya. Karibu.
Thank you so much. Our chief guest, Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. I think this day in the engineering fraternity since the birth of this country, I want to say from the onset that from the engineering fraternity we are very happy. We have never witnessed a sitting president attend any of our engineering functions. This is from the bottom of my heart as the President of the Institution of Engineers of Kenya to really appreciate this gesture. Cabinet Secretary present here of Roads and Transport, Onespas Kipchumba Murkomen, our Principal Secretary, State Department of Roads, Engineer Joseph Mbugwa. We have Engineer Tanui, our Principal Secretary in charge of ICT and Superhighway, members of the board of EBK, the chairman of the board of EBK, registrar, the presidents of the institution of professional body of other countries, special guests, of course, our stakeholders who are present here. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to join this event organized by the Engineers Board of Kenya, who we collaborate on a day-to-day basis. Of course, the Institution of Engineers of Kenya is a learned society of engineering profession that cooperates with national and international bodies to provide solutions to humanity problems. IEK has over 12,000 members, of course drawn from the industry that serve both the national government and the county government. The theme of this three-day convention, transforming Kenya economy, and we are looking at the role of the engineer. Of course, places a significant challenge to the contribution of the role of the engineering in the transformation of the economic agenda of our nation, Kenya. As engineering fraternity, we are alive to the fact that we are expected to work with and support the government in its agenda and in the realization of the transformation of this economy. Our role cannot be overemphasized, and I call upon my colleagues who are listening to me, over the 3,000 colleagues, to rally behind the initiatives that the government has put in place, and in addition, to play such innovative role in driving the agenda. Your Excellency, allow me to say that the growth of any country's economy is hinged upon the engineer and the engineering services, which put into existence the infrastructure on which the economy thrives. We are talking about the manufacturing, the education, which is academia, the banking, the finance, delivery of government services, tourism, agriculture, horticulture. These cannot thrive without the existence of a well-established infrastructure, and some of this infrastructure include the road networks, the transport systems, energy systems, telecommunication systems, housing, biomedical, and manufacturing. Engineering continues, of course, to be the heart and the soul of all organizations. This three-day engineering partnership convention provides us with an opportunity to retrospect, to challenge, to critique, and to ask ourselves the role as engineers we need to play in transforming the economy of this country. The Kenyan government has important vision and mission in the areas of agriculture, food security, MSMEs development, the housing agenda, the healthcare, the digital superhighway, and of course the creative economy. With this expected growth, the country requires workers with a vision, passion to transform the vision into action, and the courage to think differently, and the energy to combat the problems. I wish to reiterate to you, Your Excellency, that the engineers are best placed to be at the forefront of delivering your mandate to the citizens of this country. Our event themes of our contribution to the economic development in this country, and we are seized of the fact that your government is committed to investing 250 billion in the next 5 years to boost agriculture and food security, providing 50 billion annually on MSCMC, building 250,000 affordable houses, building 100 dams, and of course the construction of 100,000 kilometers of fiber superhighway. As we embark on achieving these aspirations of the new dawn of this country, we as engineers are fully aware of the heavy responsibility placed on us to design facilities that are safe, that are climate resilient, that are reliable, to promote the well-being of our citizens. We call upon, for mutual benefits, of course, to contribute to the expertise that are required to deliver on this mandate. As the President of the Institution of Kenya, I also look at the welfare of our engineers. And Your Excellency, sir, as we talk currently, this country lacks about 2,500 additional engineers that are required to be able to deliver on this particular mandate, both at the national level and at the county level. And this will be able to ensure that the infrastructure that is put in place is able to stand the times as we move. Further, for us to be able to implement the better program, We are asking that where short-term assignments of contracts that do not economically require foreign involvement, that we have competent engineers in this country, competent engineering consulting firms in this country that are able to perform this function to the best knowledge that we know how. And therefore we are saying there's no need of importing welders, there's no need of importing technicians, there's no need of importing engineers from other countries, because we have local-made engineers in this country that will be able to deliver on the mandate of this government. Finally, I also want to applaud the government effort in ensuring that we are resilient to climate change. And we know that energy contributes about 65% of the greenhouse emission gases. And we are also honored to state that as we speak currently, this country has 92% of clean energy that we are generating. And moving to 2030, the government is actually committed to ensure that we have 100% of clean energy. And we want to really appreciate that fact, that even as we replace the thermal energy that contributes to the high cost of energy in this country, the plans that the government has even to introduce nuclear energy will go a long way in ensuring that we have stability, we have reliability at cost-reflective price. Finally, I wish to address the industrialization, of course, the last-mile infrastructure, the use of local content and manufacturing, and engineers' support on making each county a center of industrial development that provides all the local products for large-scale products. And we are committing that engineers will be able to come up with innovative ideas that will be able to reduce the cost of materials so that then we can be able to develop this country forward. Your Excellency, I wish to propose to you that as a way forward, as the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, to incorporate a small team of engineers emanating from the Institution of Engineers of Kenya and your team in coming up with an implementation plan that will enable this country to fast-track some of this development agenda that we are alive to in the next 5 years. I wish to conclude by thanking you once again for honoring our invitation, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in State House so that we can advance this discussion further as well. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. As you're aware, Institution of Engineers of Kenya also collaborate with other international bodies. We are a member of the East African Federation of Engineering Organization. We are also a member of the Federation of African Engineering Organization, and also a member of the World Federation of Engineering Organization. And I want to bring to your attention, Your Excellency, that the current president-elect of the World Federation of Engineering Organization is an African, a Nigerian, one of our very own. And I want to take this opportunity to welcome one engineer, Mustafa Shehu, who will be joining us online all the way from Taiwan to make his comment. Thank you so much, and welcome, Engineer Shehu.
Thank you very much, Engineer. The President in the Engineering Institute. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, the Chairman, Engineers Board of Kenya, Erastus Mongero, the board members of the Engineers Board of Kenya, Cabinet Ministers, Principal Secretaries, fellows and members of the Institution of Engineers Kenya, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by thanking the Chairman, EBK, Engineer Erastus Mongera, for inviting me to participate at this important 4th Engineering Partnership Convention taking place in Naivasha, Nakuru County. Intention to actually be there physically in Kenya to witness this particular convention, because in the last 10 years I have been actively participating in IEK conferences every year in Kenya. And that is why when I come to Kenya, I don't feel like I'm in another country. I feel it's just another extension of Nigeria. I feel very homely whenever I come to Kenya. So the program we are having here in Taichung in Taiwan, that has made it and that explains the reason. I'm also at the convention honored by the President of His Excellency, President of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, which is indicating clearly that you have the intention for the engineers in order to deliver on your manifesto, which is centered on infrastructural development of Kenya. Let me also use this opportunity to congratulate you on your election victory and also on your successful taking over the mantle of leadership of the Republic of Kenya. For us in Nigeria, we view Kenya very closely, being one of our sister countries, and we have so many things in common with Kenya. So personally, I have been following with keen interest your exemplary leadership style in trying to make Kenya and the African continent take their appropriate place socially and economically. In this respect, I congratulate you for the promotion of fair trading within the African continent through the World Trade Organization and the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, as well as the bottom-up economic transformation agenda on food security, housing, and other infrastructural development, which the President making Africa great, and by extension, the Republic of Kenya for the good of Kenyans and Africans in general. As a president-elect of the World Federation of Engineering Organizations, it will be appropriate for me to say a little about the Federation, which is a global body of engineers founded in 1968 under the auspices of UNESCO, with secretariat located at the UNESCO headquarters in Paris. It is a non-governmental and non-profit organization with its membership comprising over 100 countries, representing over 30 million engineers globally. It is recognized at UNESCO as a strategic partner with associates to organize the UNESCO World Engineering Day for Sustainable Development on 4th of March of each year. WFEO is a member of the United Nations Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC. It's the United Nations Science and Technology Major Group. The role and responsibility of engineers in addressing the challenges facing society is more recognized and acknowledged worldwide. Through its activities, WFEO engages with governments. And when we say government, we mean governments at national, continental, and global level, policymakers and United Nations leadership to present the engineering perspective on issues affecting the global community. It will be of interest that Kenyan engineers and African engineers in general are participating very actively in the affairs of the World Federation of Engineering Organizations and other global engineering organizations, especially in the last 12 years. As at now, we have at the World Federation of Engineering Organization 6 out of the 26 member executive council membership of the WFEO from Africa, and that includes a Kenyan in the person of Engineer Nathaniel Machalanga, who is very much with me here in Taichung, Taiwan. Also, for the first time in history of WFEO, as mentioned by the IEK President, Engineer Eric Ohaga, we are going to have from Sub-Saharan Africa, World Federation will take over in October 2023 this year. And it will be, let me use this opportunity to invite Your Excellency for this very important occasion, which will take place in Prague, the Czech Republic. And of course, the cabinet ministers in Kenya are also very much invited. So on this, let me put this responsibility on the IEK President and the Chairman, Engineers Board of Kenya, to make sure that a lot of our members from the engineering community in Kenya participate at the forthcoming World Engineers Convention taking place in Prague, Czech Republic. This could only be achieved through a lot of hard work and cooperation between in the last couple of years. This also serves as a pointer to our countries that as we are trusted at the global level, it goes without saying that we should also be trusted at our home country level of technical and leadership responsibility. Besides having a leadership position in World Federation of Engineering Organizations, our African engineers also have a leadership position in World Council of Civil Engineers. My brother here, Engineer Matalanga, is the treasurer of the World Council in the World Council of Civil Engineers, which means he's an executive council member of that global civil engineering organization. Another milestone which the engineering institutions in Africa are achieving is regarding the ability of the engineers' qualification to be accepted in other parts of the world, which is done only through the registration with International Engineering Alliance to become signatories to Washington Accord. So far, Kenya, Mauritius, Rwanda, and Zambia have started the process. It is gladdening to note that, or rather to inform this gathering that just this morning, Nigeria has been admitted into the membership of the International Engineering Alliance to have provisional signatory status of the Washington Accord. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is sad, but Africa is the most underdeveloped continent with huge infrastructure deficit and lags behind in all human development indices. While this may look disturbing, our leadership should see this as an opportunity to develop the capacities of our engineering personnel to be used. This can be done through deliberate policies of
We apologize for the internet connection, but allow us to swiftly move on. I'm sure we've got the gist of it. Your Excellency, with your permission, allow me to now invite Erastus Mongera, Chairperson, Engineering Board of Kenya. Tumpigie makofi akija tafadhali. Welcome.
Your Excellency, Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, the Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Roads and Transport, Your Excellency, the Governor of Nakuru, Honorable Susan Kihika, the Honorable Tabitha Karanja, Senator of Nakuru County, Principal Secretary for State Department of Roads, Engineer Joseph Mbogwa, and all the other PSs present, honorable members of Parliament present, board members of MBK, council members of the Institution of Engineers, the President of the East Africa Engineering Organization, Engineer Collins Juma, our guests from the African continent and Asia continent, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, before I make very, very few remarks, allow me to recognize our guests who are present today. We have a very big delegation from our sister country, Tanzania, led by the chairman of the Engineers Registration Board and the president of the Institution of Engineers of Tanzania. If you can be upstanding, please. Let's appreciate them. We have a delegation from all the way from Malaysia, the Board of Engineers of Malaysia. Your Excellency, this delegation is very special to us in Kenya because they are our official mentors towards acceding to this Washington Accord, and we have Professor Engineer Assis in that delegation. We have a delegation from South Sudan, if you can be upstanding. Delegation from Uganda, if you can be upstanding. Delegation from Nigeria, if you can be upstanding, and we congratulate you on acceding to the Washington Accord. Your Excellency, let me also recognize members of the board of the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, if you can be upstanding, board members. Thank you very much. Let me also recognize the Council of the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, if you can be upstanding. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Board of Engineers of Kenya is honored and extremely delighted that you could join us today for the 4th Engineering Partnership. Your Excellency, if we sound repetitive, it's because of the excitement in our hearts. Since the independence of this country, you are the first president of our republic to meet an engineering gathering and address us. Your Excellency, we feel very, very honored, and anything you would have loved to tell us engineers, we are all here. From the senior-most to our interns who we are training. We have the Graduate Engineers Internship Program. It's a 3-year program for fresh graduate engineers. It is mirrored, Your Excellency, very much on the model of PSC, but we extend this to 3 years because the Engineers Act demands that they go through training for 3 years. We have 3 cohorts, and today we have the 4th cohort. In the first 3, we recruited 100 because of financial restraints. This year, we have 120. We thank you, Your Excellency, for the budgetary provision that has made us add the number to 120. And we want to assure you, Your Excellency, that this program is bearing a result because the first cohort completed their 3 years in February this year, and 6 of them have already graduated and passed the professional examination to be professional engineers. So today, Your Excellency, will be requesting you to commission this group of 120 engineers. They have already gone through the induction, and they will be set to go to the field. Graduate engineers, if you can be upstanding for the 120 graduate engineers, they are right at the back. We appreciate you. On the journey to the Washington Accord, Your Excellency, we started this in 2019. We had an interruption of COVID for 2 years, but we have now started the journey in earnest. Professor Assis, in addition to attending this convention, has been training our assessors, drawn from all the universities in this country who are teaching engineering programs. That was done on Monday and Tuesday, and it has gone very well. We want to congratulate our brothers from Nigeria for being attended this morning, and we hope Kenya will be the next, by next year, to accede to this accord. Your Excellency, the Act, the Engineers Act, mandates us to establish the Kenya School of Engineering. We have started work on this. The school will deliver practical knowledge, holistic learning, and support long-term manpower needs. Occasionally, we have students training in the universities which have not met the requirements, and this school will be filling that gap. The board requests for your government support through our ministry to establish this school. On partnership and collaboration, The board has entered into strategic partnerships with many partners. The last one we witnessed, Your Excellency, was in November last year in Korea, where we signed an MOU with the Korean Professional Engineering Association. This MOU has started bearing good fruit. This week, they announced that they are extending an offer of 2 graduates in environmental engineering in recognition of the effort and the passion you have on saving our environment. And this will be 1 male, 1 female engineers to go and do masters on environmental engineering. They are also considering, Your Excellency, in supporting us in building capacity, and there's a proposal for them to, they are experts to come here, recruit our engineers, train them for 6 months, and then give them in South Korea. So this is getting a very good support, Your Excellency. We have also our mutual recognition agreement between our East Africa partners, that is Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, and Rwanda. We're in the process of processing and admission for South Sudan, Burundi, and DRC, Congo. We are, so that we can all be part of this MRA. What this means, Your Excellency, is once engineers are registered in this country, they don't need further registration in their other countries. They can get jobs there. This will facilitate trade in these areas. Finally, Your Excellency, allow me to acknowledge the sponsors of this event. We have the Institution of Engineers, who have been our partners throughout. We have the Association of Consulting Engineers, ASEC, who have been also good partners. And we have platinum sponsors, the One Bank, Ketraco, Kenya Power, and Apex Steel. Let's appreciate them. We have the gold and the silver sponsors, KBC, Kena, Safaricom, Kura, and Kingdom Bank. We have exhibitors, NSC, NSC International, Nupea, Bedeo Fashions, Oplet Stores, Kibit, Isuzu East Africa, MAFA East Africa, and the CIC Insurance. Your Excellency, we'll be requesting you to launch the engineers registration photo. As you are aware, Your Excellency, there has been a lot of blame game when structures collapse. Engineers are quick to say, this is the job of quacks. Quacks are quick to say, this is the job of engineers. And today, Your Excellency, we want to have a registration portal where engineers will be registering all the projects they are involved in, and therefore there will be no excuse. With those few remarks, Your Excellency, let me once again say we are very delighted to have you, and thank you very much, Your Excellency, for the good work you are doing for this country. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Rastus Mongera, who's the Chairperson, Engineers Board of Kenya. Next, I would like to call upon Engineer Joseph Mugwa, Principal Secretary Roads. Tumpigie makofi akija. Welcome.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of this great republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. In the interest of time, allow me to skip so many protocols and recognize them as distinguished guests. But on special recognition, allow me to just allow Engineer Tanui and also Joel Apayang, my counterpart PSS, just to stand up and wave the crowd. Your Excellency, this is one of the babies that fall in my docket under your Executive Order number 1 of 2023, where EBK is the regulator of all our engineering fraternity. And because we are all represented here, including our engineers from authorities, other agencies, other partners within our subsector, allow me just to appreciate them for being here with us, and also special recognition to some of our elders, like Engineer Kirago, who has always mentored many in this subsector. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, in the interest of time, we are always happy to be represented by our minister, our cabinet secretary. He has the dream of our ministry, and we follow what he guides us through you. And in this specific occasion, let me recognize the huge support that he has given us as a subsector and also as the department, and the guidance that all of us are enjoying. And in the interest of time, let him talk about our ministry, where we serve under him. Welcome, our CS.
Your Excellency President William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and the Commander-in-Chief, my friend, Governor Susan Kihika, the Governor of the great county of Nakuru, our PS, Engineer Mbugwa, leaders who are present, led by our Senator, and the Engineers Board of Kenya, and all the engineers present, local and international. Good afternoon. Good afternoon again. Your Excellency, let me first start by recognizing the elected leaders who are here. Please, even they may be upstanding, just for me to recognize. It's an honor for us to have them here. We have the Senator of Nakuru County and the Deputy Majority Leader in the Senate, Senator Tabitha Karanja. I was honored to hold the same position in the past, Your Excellency, so I'm very proud of what Tabitha is doing. Thank you. We have our Chairman of Committee of Environment and Lands in the Senate, and the Senator of the neighboring county of Nyandarua, Honorable Senator Wapenina Medhu, John Wapenina Medhu. Your Excellency, you already, I didn't know, you know, when you look at Engineer Chege, he doesn't look like an elder. But anyway, the PS has said, Engineer Chege John Kiragu is the Member of Parliament of Limuru, a member of this committee, our Committee of Transport and Roads, and also an engineer by his own right. If you see many previous, oh yeah, okay. We have the Deputy Governor, my friend, the Deputy Governor of Kericho County, Engineer Fred Kirui, an engineer also on his own right. You can see Engineer Mosonik is here, you can see Engineer Mahmoud Mohammed, and a host of so many public servants in the past and present who have served in this docket. Your Excellency, on behalf of all these leaders, I will give Governor, I almost say Senator, Governor Susan Kihika 1 minute to welcome us to her county, Your Excellency. Please, let's clap for Governor Susan Kihika.
Thank you. Thank you, Waziri. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Waziri Murkomen, the PSs, our Senator Tabitha Karanja, and the other senators and members of Parliament, Engineer Erastus Mongere, the Chairperson of Engineers Board, Engineer Eric Ohaga, Engineer Margaret Ogai. Let me also just adopt the protocols that had been mentioned there before, because actually I've been given 1 minute, and because we have interns here, I have to be able to be a good example, right? So it is actually my pleasure to join you this morning and welcome you to this great county of Nakuru as for this engineering partnership convention here at Sawela Lodge, Naivasha. So allow me to welcome all of you to Nakuru County. Your Excellency, I must acknowledge the decision by the engineering board to hold this, to choose this county as the venue for this great convention. We are really happy about that, and it will help and continues to help boost Nakuru as a destination for this kind of conventions and any other. And it is my hope that when the convention is finished, they can all sample the unlimited opportunities available here in Naivasha for your relaxation at the end of your daily sessions as well. Your Excellency, I have been informed that, or rather have seen and have heard that this year's theme of the convention is transforming Kenya's economy, engineers' contribution to development. The contribution of engineering to the development of any country cannot be overemphasized. It is safe to say that engineers are the wheel behind the economic transformation of a nation. Our everyday life is a testament to the importance of engineering. When a mother wakes up early in the morning to prepare her children to go to school, she will switch on lights generated from one of our power plants, such as the Olkaria power plant in this area, all courtesy of our electrical engineers. She will then proceed to take her children to school on a road that has been constructed and maintained by a civil engineer. Her children will be in a class constructed by a structural engineer. I hope I'm getting it right? The mother then proceeds to her farm where she prepares her land for planting, and to improve the output of her farm, an agricultural engineer advised her on ways to minimize production costs while increasing her profits. At the end of the day, Your Excellency, as her children go home, they meet a road construction team with heavy equipment. The children develop the desire to one day operate such equipment, and the dream of becoming an engineer is born. Such is the everyday life of most Kenyans. The economic giants of the world, Your Excellency, all relied on engineering to develop and grow their economies. For instance, when a country like China planned infrastructural development during the 20th century, they noted the importance of revolutionary engineering in their plan. History shows that they sent their engineers as understudies to the then economic giants. When the time came to actualize their dream, China had the necessary skills, and the development witnessed in the Asian economic giant from the late 20th century to the century is a testament to this. The aspiration of the African continent through Agenda 2063, locally through our Kenya Vision 2030, as well as the more recent Kenya Kwanza Plan, the plan, have set their pillars on infrastructural development to spur economic growth, create employment, as well as improve the quality of life for the citizens. History has shown that it is susceptible to external shocks until a country can produce its goods and products. As a country, we should be able to grow our engineering capabilities to sustain our needs. For instance, in recent months, the construction industry has faced challenges regarding a sharp increase in the cost of materials occasioned by shocks in the supply market. This challenge should be a wake-up call to innovators, especially within our country, who should seek ways to provide alternative or cheaper materials for use in the construction industry. One of the aspirations of this conference, Your Excellency, as I finish, is to seek ways to liberalize engineering services within the East African community and the African Free Continental Trade Area. This is a noble agenda, considering as per capita number of engineering professionals across the continent is lower in comparison with other regions in the world. The African continent should be able to share engineering skills that will spur economic growth within our regions. From conversations across the globe, Africa is the next big thing, and the only way to take our place is through advancing our engineering for economic development. So, I have skipped all that, Your Leader. As I conclude my remarks, I invite you to tour this great county of Nakuru, from hiking at Mount Longonot, boat riding on Lake Naivasha, and a game drive at the Lake Nakuru National Park. You are set for an experience of a lifetime. And I think I'm speaking especially to the ones who've come from neighboring countries, though I know some of you, my fellow Kenyans, have not experienced the thrill of those areas. So I invite you, karibuni, Nakuru County. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Governor, for also skipping part of your speech. The fact that you actually wrote a speech, you take engineers very seriously. In many other conferences we go, governors will understand and welcome you to tour around, but you applied your mind to this conference. Your Excellency, we, like the PS said, we are very proud as a ministry to have the Engineers Board of Kenya having been able to organize this very important conference for now the 4th time. You are the first president to be able to attend this function, Your Excellency. And it is not by accident. It is not by accident. It is also because you are a president who is a scientist, and you have a lot of respect for professional work. Number 2 is also, Your Excellency, you are the first president to be trained locally from your first degree to the last degree. So professionally, we don't want to say other people, but we want to say we really appreciate the fact that you are a locally trained professional and you respect a professional life of our professionals here. Your Excellency, I just want to say that we take this engineer seriously. I may not be an engineer, Your Excellency, but all these engineers need the services of a lawyer. And when you appointed me to this ministry, I'm sure the engineers, when you join first year in the university, Susan will confirm this, is that in law, the first case you will get is for Rylands versus Fletcher, which was an engineer who had constructed his house on the neighborhood, and then because of that construction, water percolated to the next farm. So the question was, this man is in his farm, he has built his own dam, but how is it possible that this was, no, how do you hold him liable now that this is his property, but the water has percolated to the next neighbor? Then lawyers came up with something called the principle of strict liability. And we solved the problems that are caused by these engineers, Your Excellency. So, as a matter of fact, I am very happy that I have been welcomed to this ministry by these engineers, people who are sometimes misunderstood because they are busy, they wear